Hello, this is Laurie, and I'm here with you this evening because I've recently been experiencing some things that I thought that would be important for you to know, um, because we often learn through others' experience. So, just to explain to you what I've been going through, um, I have been recently disappointed by thinking that I was going to do something for God that I'm not too sure now is totally what He plans for me to do. I'm still trying to um, speak to the Holy Spirit and get guidance on that, and get clarification and find out exactly what my next step on my spiritual path is that He has planned for me, because I need to. I've been doing one thing. Um, I've been sharing the gospel with others, you know, through um, through YouTube videos, and um, I will soon be um, doing that with a friend, um, open air, and we will be working together, because one rule I have is that you should have at least one more person with you when you are sharing, preaching, or doing any kind of evangelistic work open air on the streets, because you can run into problems, and it's just my rule of thumb is just safety in numbers. So but anyway, I was recently really disappointed, and right away after my disappointment, I was upset and disappointed, and I cried and I prayed, and just, I don't know, felt all kinds of, started feeling really depressed, because I was really depressed that you know, I really, one thing I really want to do, that is to obey God. I really want to please the Lord and do everything that He wants me to do while I'm here on earth. And so it's very important to me. And when when I was told that I shouldn't do that because, you know, because of one reason or another, and I was really disappointed, and I cried, and just like I said, felt really depressed, started feeling really depressed. And one thing I could tell is that the enemy was attacking me, because my mind started getting foggy, and it's like my eyesight, I wasn't seeing things very well. It was like, that was how I was seeing, was foggy kind of too. And I just started feeling really tired. And one thing I wanted to say is, this is really one of the ways that the enemy will attack you spiritually, because he's trying to derail any plan that God has for you, because you are working for God. Your whole purpose on this earth is to serve God, and so he is, because we are God's children, the enemy hates us and anything that God created. Really, after I started feeling this way, after a while, I just got really, it's like I hate feeling this way. I was really, started getting really adamant. It's like, okay, I've been through worse things than this, and I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this beat me. You know, I'm a warrior of Christ. He really depends on me to be strong. And so I put on some Christian music, some upbeat Christian music that I like to listen to. And before long, it made me feel a little better. I started dancing around the room and singing, and it made me feel better, and really helped lift my spirits. And now I'm starting to feel a whole lot better, and my mind has started to clear. And the thing I want to tell you is, the enemy is real. Satan's minions are real, and they can attack you spiritually. They can attack you physically. They can't, the Lord won't let them harm you or kill you, but they will affect you in some way, because they want to scare you. Because if they can scare you, then eventually they oppress you. So the more they drain your energy, the weaker you get. You start sleeping a lot, and you can't concentrate, and you can't even, things that you would normally think of easily, you can't remember. Like birth dates, or memories like an anniversary, things like that. Things that you know in your mind, because they've always been there, because you experienced them. You forget them. You can't, for some reason, you can't, they're not there. It's like they're not there. And you find it hard to form a sentence eventually. But yeah. But anyway, this is something that just happened to me this evening as I was going through a hardship. I guess you wouldn't call it a hardship, maybe a storm, a trial, something. But yeah, I was going through this, and it really made me determined to come out above the enemy. And one thing I want to do is I want to survive spiritually. I want to be able to continue to do my work that the Lord has for me here. So I fight constantly and I don't give up. So if you ever have the enemy attack you like this, don't give up, because you are greater than the enemy. We have power through God, our Father. You know, and we are able to do the works of Jesus, and even greater works than he did, as the Bible states. So if you ever get this, have this issue, don't get scared. Fear is your worst enemy. It will give the enemy the energy it needs to even do more attacks on you. So constantly fight. But that's what I have to say. I thought this was important that I share this with you, and I hope you are having a blessed night. I hope you're not suffering these things as I am, because I wouldn't wish these things on my worst enemy. But yeah. But may God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. Have a blessed evening. Sleep well, sweet dreams. And I will see you again soon.